Hi, Lynn. Hi, everyone.
Hi Gulshan, welcome everyone.
Hi Gulshan, hi Lynn.
Can you hear that loud music or not?
Um, it's
Quiet.
it comes and goes a little bit, Lynn.
Or maybe I haven't shared it. Nicely listening to it myself. Let me see if I can shine it on everyone.
Sure.
Is that better?
Yes. It's still in the background, but we can hear you nice and clear, so that's good.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
Violetta's there. Hi Violetta.
Hi, Violetta.
Okay, now can say hi.
Hi.
It was written the host doesn't allow me to unmute.
Ooh.
Yeah, now I am
Okay.
unmute. Okay, hi, leave you.
Hi.
Leave you.
Great. Can you unmute now? Yeah, you can because I heard you.
Hi, Harsha. Nice to see you.
Yes, hi Harsha. I'm just putting my extra light on.
Oh, nice. It's a nice warm light too.
It is.
Yeah.
So we don't have Vara today. Tonight for you, Harsha, but today for us.
Yeah.
It's not able to be with us today, but we have part 3 of the creation talk. It's a little bit shorter one today, so we can take a smaller chunk and consume that today. So we'll try and start with a little puja for our meditation space, I thought. That music's getting quite loud now, isn't it?
It's nice for us, Lynn.
Oh, good.
It's just beautifully nice in the background, and it's not overtaking your voice at all.
Yes, and I do have one bandhan that we need to do collectively. So if anyone else, has something you would like us to bandhan, we're going to do all of our admin things to start with again. So we'll keep our meditative state when we finish. So if anyone has someone or something they would like to bandhan, then do please speak up or pop it in the chat. Also, if you have any way of getting your meditation space ready in a puja sort of a way, we're going to start that way as well for our first meditation to get ourselves in the mood.
Lynn, who is the bandhan for?
It's just somebody, one of the new people in the American series who wanted somebody, her daughter bandhan. So for some reason she sent me the message, so I've got it, so I'll do something with it.
Sure.
All our lovely people on Thursday will love to do that.
Yeah.
So,
is there a name we can bandhan?
Yes.
If you want to do it.
Yeah. We'll, and definitely I'll give the name. I'll put the spelling in the chat so we can do it.
Okay. Right.
Just giving a heads up in case if there is anyone would like us to bandhan, we can also do that. So,
sure.
And also if there's any questions anyone has, do feel free. Harsha, I'm talking to you, and Amy. Feel free to ask away and we'll try to cover anything that we need to. As we are kind of coming to the penultimate creation talk next week, which will be the grand finale of creation, which will be a really good one too. And then Thursday we'll be taking a rest for a month. And we'll see how we come back in May. If everyone still likes to have the same time to continue on with our advanced series in a different direction, perhaps, or anyway, we've got a month to think about that. So Monday nights, of course, we'll still love to see you all Monday nights. Monday is ongoing. And that, of course, is for beginners and regulars. So if there's someone you want to bring on board to get their realization, they can do so as well at the first half of our Monday night sessions, which will always be there. So keep in mind how you would like our sessions to proceed in May after we've had that 4-week break. Whether we make it as though it's an ashram session or...
Just talk about the ashram session, Lynn, just for people to know that even though there will be a break in April, the ashram sessions will continue. And also the Saturday online programs that happen out of each collective state.
That's right.
People can still access those. And there's so many, 21 days happening at the moment, almost every month, so you're not alone.
And I hope everyone has gotten access to the newsletter on the yogis.com.au website. Harsha, have you been receiving emails letting you know about things? Good.
Yes, I am.
Excellent. So we're all in there together. So we're not going missing, even if we're not going to be here on Thursdays after next Thursday being the last one for the series. We'll definitely continue on. And if we want to have a special session at this timing again in May, then certainly we can. I might just silence this music now. There we go, that's very silent. And I'll stop sharing the slides as well, which I think I inadvertently had anyway done so. So today's segment, part 3 of the creation talk. So we're really getting into the nitty-gritty of it. Today, one of the points from this, it's a slightly shorter segment today, but one of the points was the electromagnetic force of the Mahasaraswati power being that right side plus the vibration. So it's the active creative part of the force of Mother Nature. And it was an interesting talk that Vara sent me that he was going to mention if he was here today, but inadvertently he's not. But the point of that talk that he sent, it was something from Scientific American. And it was, a couple of intellectual psychologists. And this is an interesting point they're coming to, that our egos are all too loud, that we need to cultivate a quiet ego. So it wasn't that, we need to stop being completely egotists and then fall into being left side or into showing ourselves to be non-egotists by subsuming ourselves in some way. But it was just that being more balanced about our activity. I mean, everyone can see the extremes of ego in the tribalism and Putinesque things that are going on in the world. They're the obvious things of overdevelopment of the ego. And then, whatever debate you have with, say, politicians, it's always who wins as opposed to who's learning the most from the other side, from the other story. And, even if we bring it back to our own case, our own selves, so our goal is really to consume the negativity. So how do we do that, actually? I was thinking about that, and just the other day when we were preparing for our, we had a birthday puja celebration for the anniversary of the birth of Sri Mataji, our founder of Sahaja Yoga, and we were all meeting earlier, and it was a work day, so everyone had to come back from work, and they were all feeling really sort of, it was a hard day, I think, for everyone, that work was a lot of negativity and everyone was feeling pretty down and out a bit. So everyone's saying they'll have a foot soak, and I thought, I'll join in the foot soak as well. Good idea before we start work, getting the party food and preparations underway. And, I just the thought occurred to me that how we are consuming the negativity, in that, you know, we feel catches here and there after we've been at work all day or wherever we've gone for our shopping or activities they are during the day, and out and about in the world. So we're actually consuming that negativity by getting those catches and then going and clearing them out with the water and the fire, with whatever we're feeling. And the important thing is that we actually do that, because we're not, unless we're going forward, we're going backwards. So I keep mentioning this, but unless you're positively doing something to, you know, polish and clean our subtle systems, unless we're positively consuming that negativity by catching it and letting it go, we're not actually going forward. So we could be sort of laden down, and after a while we start to get some disease, some sickness, and it's merely because we haven't actually consumed and then let go of that negativity. We've just sort of sat there with it and wrongly blamed ourselves that, oh, I'm just this kind of a person. Well, no, you're not. We're all part of one pristine, lovely, vibrational being, which is the divine, which is a wonderful thing. That's our real self. So we've been conditioned to identify ourselves with that negativity, whatever it is that we're carrying around. So let's clear it out and move on. Anyway, that's my thought for the day. So let's just start the day, today's session, by raising our Kundalini and putting ourselves in Bandhan. Second channel. And then our third channel. Tying 3 knots. And then those lovely electromagnetic vibrations to vibrate our subtle system over and back 7 times. And it's so interesting, these numbers, the numbers of everything, how maths plays a part in everything. Ah, that feels nice. So what I thought we would do, which we probably haven't done for a while together, is that we'll take our little clearing tray that we have for making our meditation space nice and clean and vibrated. So we're cultivating those electromagnetic forces of the right side by cleaning and clearing our meditation space. So here, let me just make it more visible, is my meditation space for today with you. I've got in my tray here some rose water. I've got a little cleaning pad there. I've also got a cotton wool. I've got the nice pink cloth for today. I've got a bit of kumkum. Oops, there we are. Matches, of course. And this little lovely perfume, which is from India, imported here, but has a lovely smell. So it's all things designed to increase the vibrations of the meditation. So first thing I'm going to, plus I've got something to light, the little candle. So I'm going to put a bit of water on everything. So if you've got those things handy, please join me in renovating your meditation space. Plus I'm going to put a little bit of this perfume on this cotton ball as well. So this is my tricky thing for my daily puja. Normally if we were doing a weekly puja with collective or on a special day, we'd probably have a little bit of kumkum in a bowl and then add some rose water to it. But I'm taking the shortcut today. So I'm just going to clear off any kumkum from the photograph. Which there wasn't actually any there. keeping my attention at Sahasrara, hopefully. I'm going to use the dry side of the towel. I'm just going to take that cotton wool with the perfume on it. Bit of kumkum. I've got my flowers here, but if I was really prepared properly, I would have another flower just to offer and place on the little table, but I'll just keep the vase now. Then I'm going to do, like we do a bandhan on ourselves, but on the photograph. And while I'm doing this, I could be saying to myself the 3 Maha mantras of the Sahasrara, which we'll revisit again at the end of the session. And we might get Ashwini to sing them for us. But I do have a slide so that you can all join in at the end of the program, saying those Maha mantras for the Sahasrara. So that felt nice. Before we go to the talk, let's give a bandhan now for Azita Tamuri. So I'll just pop in the chat, I'll put it in the chat box here, the name, and we'll collectively give a bandhan for Azita. So if everyone can see that. So what we do, just a reminder, is on our left hand with our right hand, we'll just write Azita's name. And we'll give a bandhan. So 7 bandhans, circles around our hand. So you can either do a numerically, so it's quite powerful, or just do it until it feels cool. It's actually feeling very cool to me. Would anyone like us to collectively do a bandhan? You can just write something in the chat. Let's do all the good people and the yogis in Ukraine. We can give them a bandhan. So the people of Ukraine, including...
Violetta's just sent one to Lynn.
Oh, including the yogis and in general for peace in Ukraine. So we've gone on the same track there, Violetta. So if we all can write that in our hand. Peace in Ukraine and all the people in general and the yogis. And then let's give a bandhan, which is just enveloping those words in those vibrations, keeping our attention, of course, in our Sahasrara.
can I add one while we're on the topic of abundance? Protection of innocent lives that are caught in this turbulence that's going on with egos clashing. So just the protection of innocence and innocent lives.
Innocent lives and innocence in turmoil. Nice. Thanks, Gulshan and Violetta. Okay. So just for those that came in a little bit after I mentioned it, that this is our penultimate Thursday before we have a break for April. And of course, please think of how you would like us to restart in May, or, if in fact we should restart in May at this timing, at least once a week. It can be in any format, or, in general, just as we have been doing, or, as an ashram program. Of course, you're all on the yogis.com.au website and able to receive all of the invitations to all of the events that we are all now attending. And there's many things to attend, so don't feel you need to stop doing things. And of course, meditating every day is our prime objective. And in fact, also to find a collective nearby. So it's also valuable to meet in person with a collective each week. But today we will have part 3 of the creation talk. Next week, of course, part 4, which is totally amazing. And then we will have that break for a month and contemplate how we'll come back in May when we start with our in May, we've got our first session will be probably the Sahasrara Puja, so we'll all probably receive information about that as well. So keep that in mind when you're thinking of how we'd like to return to a collective session on a daytime one as well next May. So April's Easter, of course, lots of Easter celebrations will be there. So we'll see you collectively after that as well. So let us, unless there's something someone else would like to share, let us now watch the part 3 of the creation talk. What do you say? Listen to that while our attention is at Sahasrara. So let me find that for us all. And then we'll come back for a meditator, of course, at the end.
She controls all the weights of the world and she can consume all your weight. She's the Dhara. Now, weight means, we think that weight is what we weigh in. That's not the thing. Weight means also your sins, also your punyas. It means everything. If you have too many sins in you, then Mother Earth feels hurt. Wherever there is too much of sin, then Mother Earth has to ask help. And then some other deity has to, like Vishnu himself, has to come on this earth to save her from this too much of overloading of sins on this earth. It's a fact. It is not, I'm telling you a mythical story. It's a fact, which you have to verify after getting vibrations. Before getting vibrations, you cannot find out from the Mother Earth. If you want to find out sometime, if you are realized, you just stand on the Mother Earth and ask her, will you take away my sins, O Mother Earth? Will you take away my karmas? I have been realized. Immediately she'll start drawing you. You'll be surprised. You'll feel so much lighter. You have to use her. That is how Mother Earth has been created. But also Adi Shakti, through her Mahasaraswati power, has created the 5 elements. Before everything else she created a tanmatra, as you call it. I mean, if I go into details, it's going to be too much for you. But first of all, the causal essences were created by her. But if I say like this, there won't be anything false. If I say that just by seeing by her sight, by her drishti, she has created this light. Just by her breathing, she has created air. Because her desire is the last one. Because she desired there should be air, she created air. Like that, her smell has created the causal gandha, which has created this Mother Earth. And it has started from her only, from her desires. By her desiring it, it was created for her. And that's how it was created in the whole universe, which was later on made into earth, moon, sun, and all this. Actually, it was her mere desire which brought forth these things. For us, it is impossible to understand someone like that, who just by mere desire can create. But when we think of somebody who is above all the powers of the world, the one who is the highest of all, she can do anything she feels like. Can't we think like that? We cannot think of someone like that. We think of God, who is almighty, we call him. But when we talk of his mights, we start laughing. How can she can do anything she wants? It is only her mere desire that has brought forth all these creations. And all these things that you see in this world are created only by her desire. She created Akasha. She created all these 5 elements which you know. And then she started her another form, which we call as the Mahalakshmi form. Before that, I think I should tell you about Sri Ganesha's existence in the matter. He acts in the matter as vibrations, as Mahasaraswati vibrations. They are electromagnetic vibrations. Mahasaraswati vibrations are electromagnetic vibrations. We can say that electromagnetic, and also there is sound, and all these 5 elements are expressed in that. You can record them, because if you take a sulfur dioxide, for example, a sulfur dioxide, and 2 oxygen and 1 sulfur. And if you wash them properly under a very highly you can try, I mean, I don't know if people have tried it, but you can try and find out. And put it under a very highly developed microwave, microscope, you can say. You can see that the oxides, oxygen things, and sulfur is stationary, but these 2 are vibrating. There's a vibration going between these bonds. They can be isometric also, they can be symmetric, they can be even, uneven, and they can be expanding and closing like that. So there are 3 types of vibrations we find, and the 4th side is nothing but Sri Ganesh himself, who is controlling. So this we can see with our naked eyes, if you want to see, even if you are realized or not. From where does these vibrations come? In the minutest paramanu, as you call the molecules. In a molecule, how do you get these vibrations? Can you explain this? It is so much. Sukshma. The powers of Ganesha are very, very subtle. And they enter into the matter and create this kind of vibrations, which you can even see and record, electromagnetic vibrations, in even a one small little molecule. So we have in these, as I told you, into the periodic level, periodic laws of elements, you can find out that all the elements are divided into 8 types. Just see, how can all the elements be divided into 8 parts without somebody being there? Can you do something without organizing a proper chart of these elements? Just think about it. You see, when we challenge God, we have to understand that in this world, everything is so well organized. There are 8 elements spread out so well, placed so well, and it has a particular style of behavior. And every element is different in numbers and protons, and these numbers are very well calculated in such a manner that the end of the last circle of all the protons should be 8. If it is not 8, if it is less than 8, then it creates a valency problem. It is so well organized that even you study this, if there's anybody who knows a little bit of chemistry, you know. So if you know chemistry, it's such a wonderful thing. We take it for granted. We think it is our right to have the matter so well organized for us. But the valencies are all depending on such a nice organization of these 8 protons at the outer thing. This is all done through the Mahasaraswati power. But the vibrating force, now see, there is a vibrating force. This is all done through the As I told you, through the Mahasaraswati power, she creates. Now the vibrating force keeps it existing. Matter also exists. It must exist. If it does not exist, nothing can exist. So the existence force is given through the Mahalakshmi force, Mahakali force, which is acting through Shri Ganesh, who is sitting at the nucleus. He is sitting at the nucleus of every. Can you imagine how much it must be? Every molecule and every atom. You cannot understand the finiteness of it. Now see, say take one element like gold. How many molecules it has? Can you calculate? Beyond us. How many, yes, you can say atoms it has. We just cannot calculate. And then how many Ganesha's pictures must be there? This is how is it achieved. Is another thing which I will tell you if I come in the way. How infinite reflections are got into, and why there are two things like Shiva and Adi Shakti. The reason is it has to create an infinite reflection. How do you create an infinite reflection? Do you know that? Anybody who knows physics? If you place in the center of two mirrors something, then the reflections are infinite. So the first mirror is the Adi Shakti and the second mirror is this creation. And that's how you can get infinite reflections on this earth. This is the reason why you can get infinite reflections. And that's why you had to create another one who reflects it. And that's why there have to be three identities. One, the God Almighty, then Adi Shakti, and then the whole universe. It had to be that way. Otherwise, you cannot create infinite reflections. Now, somebody who has done this job must be a very clever man, no doubt. When human beings think that they can know God through their buddhi, they must know how can you reach this buddhi, this supreme. How much labor he has taken to create us. After creating the matter, then he, or I should say his power, as Mahalakshmi descends on this. Mahalakshmi helps in sustenance. Sustenance means all the scanning of all these elements. When they create the matter is differently created. Created for different purpose. Now, what is the ultimate? The creation has its ultimate aim is to create human beings, this creation. Just imagine. You people are so great that for you all these troubles have been taken. Such an important thing is a human being that all these troubles are taking, all matter, all everything is used just to create you. This is the ultimate aim. Sort of a stage has to be laid down and you come, the Sahaja Yogis come on the scene, you can say. Just the instrument of man is to be created. Now, why God wanted to create an instrument of man? Because he wanted to create an instrument which could feel him, which could understand him, which could emit him, like Krishna creating his Murli. He just wanted to play through our instruments, his power. But he didn't want to do it through the dead instruments like these, but through the living instruments. Supposing if this can understand, can love, has a human mind, and if my voice is passing through it like a hollow personality, then we can say that this is a realized personality. But this is not a living being. You are a living being. You are made specially with all these difficulties for millions of years. Have been.
Let's just close our eyes and just meditate on that for a moment in Sahasrara. I'll share with us a bit of a raga And then maybe Gulshan will take us through some right side clearing after that for our final meditation. So just absorb the vibrations of that talk for a bit just now. So, sorry to put you on the spot, Gulshan, but would you like to lead us through just a clearing of the right side? There's a couple of exercises we can do, even if you tell us what to do and I can show us what to do.
Sure, that sounds good, Lynn. Okay, so let's begin. And a clearing of our right side. Wherever you're seated, just place your hands facing the earth. So if you're sitting on a chair, just let your hands sort of drop and facing the earth. Thank you, Lynn. That's really good.
Oops.
Perfect.
Right.
Making it a bit tricky for you. So just drop your hands towards the earth, facing the earth. If you're sitting on a chair, that's fine. If you're sitting on the carpet or on the floorboards, let them rest on the carpet or the floorboards. Either way is fine. With our eyes closed, attention on our Sahasrara. With our heart, ask Shri Mataji to please accept us as Sahaja Yogis, and also ask Mother Earth to please accept us as Shri Mataji's children. And Mother Earth, please take away all the unnecessary weight that we carry. Please take away all the negative energy that we carry within ourselves. Mother Earth, please take away all the excessive heat, all our angst, all our anger, all our reactions, all our worries. And please, may we be calm and centered people. Mother Earth, please, as Sahaja Yogis, please clear us. Let's just bring our hands onto our lap, palms up. Everybody knows that one. Keeping our eyes closed. Attention on our Sahasrara. And we'll just do this small exercise, which we have done plenty times in the past. And each time we do it, it works beautifully. We just do, in my book, it's a win-win situation where you strengthen your left side and at the same time, it really calms the right side down. So taking our right hand, bringing it to the left side, and then we raise our left side with our right hand over to the top of our head and bring it down to the right. And let's do that 14 times. Raise our left and bring it down to the right. Raise our left, nice and slow, bring it down to the right. It's 4. Just raising our left side, strengthening our left at the same time, cooling and calming our right side. And as Lynn mentioned earlier in our talk, that it's really important to clear away what we pick up. And it's really important to also, and there's such easy ways to try and, at least once you've cleared up, bring yourself into a balance. And to know that you're in balance is simple as bringing your hands up to the level of your heart. And just ask Shri Mataji to please show me the state of my chakras within me. And Shri Mataji, please, by your grace, let me be in balance. Let my left and my right be in balance. You can just place our hands on our lap, attention on a Sahasrara. Let's just, with our right hand, raise from the central channel, raise our Kundalini up to the Sahasrara. Let's do that another 2 times, just raising our Kundalini to the Sahasrara. Mother Kundalini, please rise. Mother Kundalini, please rise. Mother Kundalini, please rise. And let me feel your love and your presence on my Sahasrara. Hands in our lap, attention just above the Sahasrara. And let's just sit in meditation for a few moments. And even though we don't have any music, sometimes it's nice to just watch that silence, because you need to be comfortable with that silence. And again, if there are thoughts popping by, be aware, be alert, watch the thought and let it slip away. And just keep your attention on the Sahasrara. And if it does get a bit difficult, please open your eyes, watch Shri Mataji's Bindi, and keep the attention on the Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, only you are the doer. Only you are the doer. I do nothing. By your grace, please take me into a thoughtless state of meditation. Remember to keep your attention on top of your head and be aware of the thoughts. Let them come, let them go. Attention on top of our head. Let us just slowly open our eyes and see how you feel on your hands and on top of your head. And that silence is beautiful sometimes, especially when there are no thoughts. It's nice to just enjoy the feeling of vibrations on your hands and also as they flow out from the top of the head. And shall we raise our Kundalini and place ourselves in Bandhan? Lynn, was there any more music? Then we could continue to meditate.
Yes, we've got another nice little song that would be good to share. I'll just put that music on while we're doing our bandhans.
Sure. And then let's just continue to sit in meditation after that.
Yes.
Just wait, Kundalini.
Are we doing 3 Maha mantras?
Yes, Ashwini, you can also, we can do the 3 Maha mantras before we put that music on if you like. How about that? Yeah? Should we do the 3 Maha mantras and then I'll share the music? I'll put on the slide actually of, I have got the slide of the 3 mantras. Is that all right, Gulshan, if we do that?
Yeah, no, that sounds great. Thanks, Lynn.
I'll just find that slide for you all, which means we can all join in. Let me just get that slide ready. Sorry, here it is. So here is the slide. Am I sharing that? Yes, I think I am.
Yep, that's right.
All right, take it away, Ashwini.
Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Triguणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः
So lovely. So I'll just put our concluding music on while we all take our bandhan now. It was so nice, Ashwini. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Just getting the audio ready.
You don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the powerful king composing. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
La fede mia mi abbandonò, si perse ma si ritrovò, perché smarrito sempre la cercai. Bellezza, incanto e nostalgia ferirono la mente mia, che in lacrime gridava un alleluia, 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 il santo nome tuo dirò, un nome che oramai non ho paura che risuoni dentro me. Di luce esplode la poesia come una sacra sinfonia che intona per il mondo un alleluia, I did my best, it wasn't much, I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth, I didn't come to fool ya. And even though it all were wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but hallelujah, hallelujah,
Wow, hard to top that now, isn't it? Thanks, everyone. And see you on Monday. If not, same time Thursday. Thank you so much. Ashwini, I'll send you something.
Yes, Didi. Yes, Didi.
Hallelujah was perfect after that creation talk. You could only say hallelujah, Lynn. That's really nice.
Yeah, that was Andreas Botticelli and his granddaughter.
Oh, right. Nice.
Very, very beautiful, very beautiful meditation. Very nice vibe. Very cool.
Such an amazing talk. And the grand finale next week is going to be really amazing.
Gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you both.
Oh, you're going to be away next week? No,
not
you mean
next
after?
week, in you know.
Oh yeah,
like,
cool.
but we have already decided, like Rosemary. I told Rosemary, you come the way you coming now, so that we will study more and we
nice.
everything. So that's what we have agreed, that like when you are not there for that 1 month, we will be continuing.
Very good, very good.
Excellent. When you come back,
yeah,
get there with you again.
It will restart and be all moving forward. Yeah.
Moving forward. Yeah, and that day actually on Monday I was saying most of it, like because I thought Rosemary is joining.
Yeah, it was actually her husband was there.
Her husband also joined. So that was a surprise. She just told me. Yeah, that day I was saying, yeah, she's Rosemary, but Gulshan Didi was saying David. I was like, David is not there, only Rosemary is there. But I'm surprised. David was also there.
Yeah, correct.
He loved it. He said he was buzzing. He really felt connected. It was wonderful because I've been taking it home and telling him about it and playing some of the tapes, the video. And he finally got to sit in on the live session. So it was great.
Great. Yeah, that was really nice. Really nice, Rosemary.
It's a lovely surprise.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
I never thought, like.
Well, Ashwini sent me a link and she said it's Mother's birthday.
Yeah, it was Mother's birthday that day.
Right. We then went to the centre for the puja then after the program. So it was perfect.
I'm sorry, we didn't have a microphone or a camera. He was watching it on his big television.
Oh, of course. Yeah. No, but
that's fine. Hope he enjoyed the meditation, Rosemary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
Responding very positively. So it was really a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a lovely day.
Yes. Have a lovely week. Bye all.
Have a wonderful week, everyone. Thank you all.
Thanks, Lynn. Mataji. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Harsha. Thanks for joining.
Bye. Thank you for inviting.
See you again soon.
Bye, Surya.